In the bright lights of Madripoor's Lowtown at night, there's a bar called the Princess Bar. A man with a snake brooch wants to get in, but the bouncer isn't sure. A woman recognizes his brooch and lets him inside with respect. The bouncer and the woman apologize and show him respect as he goes in. Inside the bar he asks why prices have gone up. The bartender blames it on rich folks from Hightown wanting a taste of danger. The bartender then points the man to someone in the back. There, he finds a bearded guy with two women and lots of wine. The bearded guy invites him to join them. Koro warns the well-dressed man, known as a seller, about looking for the dangerous Emerald Queen, Viper. The man insists it's just business. Koro seems bitter about Viper. The man mentions waiting for weeks, and suggests Mystique might also want what he's selling. He shows the item he's selling openly, daring anyone to try and take it. Koro is surprised to find Iron Man's Mark 9 helmet inside the bag. He asks to examine it closely and tries it on. The helmet scans the people in the bar, including Christophe Renard. Koro's nervousness is evident as he wears the helmet. Koro is surprised by the helmet and asks about its price. But the man refuses to negotiate with Koro, and insists on dealing directly with Viper. Despite Koro's warning, he agrees to take the man to Viper. In Viper's chamber, Koro speaks up for the well-dressed man. Koro tells Viper that the person who wanted to talk has what they said they have, and Koro checked it himself. Viper calls Koro stupid, and points out that the person they're talking to is way more valuable than the helmet. Wolverine reveals their history, sparking fury in Viper, who orders her guards to capture him. As Koro makes his escape, Logan battles the ninjas, swiftly defeating them. He then turns to Viper and suggests they talk. Viper agrees, asking how he got the helmet. Logan tells Viper he got the helmet from Stark as payment for a debt. He questions her about the contract on his life, and warns her about the danger. Viper denies personal feelings, but reveals a wealthy client offered a huge amount to kill Logan. She emphasizes her role in the world of killers, and explains the client's motives. Viper admits she subcontracted various crimes for a client, but insists Logan must earn the client's identity. She sets up a challenge: Logan must defeat her dog first. As Logan prepares for the fight, he realizes the dog is Sabretooth. Viper reminds Logan and Sabretooth of their past as they face off. Sabretooth explains how Viper rescued him from prison and now controls him. Viper sets up a deadly game. The one who survives gets their wish granted. During the fight, Sabretooth blinds Logan's left eye with a slash. In pain, Logan activates the Iron Man helmet and throws it at Sabretooth. Sabretooth holds the helmet and asks what it's supposed to do. Then, it explodes. Sabretooth survives and says it's not good enough, especially for people like him and Logan, and attacks again. But Lady Deathstrike intervenes. She brutally kills Sabretooth with her razor-sharp claws, ending the fight. Logan stops Lady Deathstrike from killing Sabretooth, explaining that Sabretooth is already poisoned and chained. Deathstrike releases Sabretooth, telling him to live. Sabretooth grumbles about Logan being a hero, but ultimately leaves as ordered by Logan. Wolverine finds himself wounded and facing Yuriko, also known as Deathstrike. He asks about Viper, but she's gone. Yuriko explains she's not there to fight him. Rather, she warns him that they're both targets in a contract aimed at people like them. Sabretooth is a special case, being kept by Viper. This news worries Wolverine, as they realize they're in serious danger from whoever wants them dead. Deathstrike tells Wolverine that she found out about the contract from another dangerous hunter named Ogun in Japan. She barely escaped from him, and came to Madripoor to team up with Wolverine against their enemy. She's worried about Wolverine's health, and why his injuries aren't healing properly, and she questions why he didn't use his claws in the fight with Creed. She asks for his help in facing their common enemy. Deathstrike realizes Wolverine can't help her due to his condition, and considers sacrificing him for her own survival. Just as she's about to attack, Kitty Pryde intervenes, by making her hand through Deathstrike's chest. Wolverine thanks Kitty for her help,